So, how is everyone? I hope you're all well. So, the Idaho University student killings. Now, look, this is gripped. It's not really gripped the crime sort of niche as much as you'd hope, and it's a bit strange. We've said this before. Some cases just explode. We saw this with the Summer Wells case, and then sort of the flip side of that coin was the Michael Vaughan case, where that hasn't really gained traction up until recently with the search efforts that are now underway. We then saw Quentin Simon's case kind of took off, especially with, again, the search over at the landfill site. But then we've got this horrendous case, which is sort of now affecting, again, Idaho. There's been a lot happening in Idaho recently. And look, this is reminiscent of, back in my youth and watching the Scream movies. And, my take on this case is, look, and this is only what I'm kind of feeling from it, and that is that this wasn't a lone killer that went into this place and took the lives of these 4 students. I don't at this stage buy it. Now, there's also a lot of people who are looking at the food truck video. I know Plunder, she's got it. So if you want to head over to her channel, go and have a look at it. She's got the whole video, which is an interaction between the 2 girls who attended there. Because what we're saying is these 2 girls went out one way, the other 2 victims, they went somewhere else. And look, yeah, so these 2 girls were at this food truck, and there was some, I'd say, some people say strange interactions. I've been a teenager. A lot of you guys have been teenagers. Some of you may well still be teenagers. And it kind of was just reminiscent of nights out. And when that end of the night, go and get kebabs and burgers and then make your way home. Now, my gut feeling is that the killer is not in that group of people. I don't think so. I don't get anything really standout bizarre with that. Yes, there's some guys and girls and the interaction. You could say you could make something of it if you really wanted to, but my gut feeling is the killer ain't there. Now, was the killer keeping an eye on what was going on from afar? Possibility. But what my question is to you guys, and I'd like you to put your answers down below, is that bearing in mind there was 4 victims, one of them was a guy, and there was 4 of them. How did someone get into this place and do what they did without there being a bigger altercation, without there being a bigger bust up? Now, look, there could be more information come out that makes this video redundant, and there was, in fact, a huge struggle. And perhaps it wasn't as straightforward as we're first led to believe. But from what I can gather, is someone went in here with a bladed weapon and took the lives of 4 students. And again, my question is, how did someone do that alone? Was there more than one? Were they asleep and this person crept in and just did the injuries too quickly that would then render them unable to call for help? Who knows? And again, I'm sure that when the autopsy report comes out, if it comes out to the public in its entirety and we can see certain things, maybe that will shed some light on it. But at this stage, they are my questions. My questions are, how did someone get in here and do this on their own? Is it even possible? And with respect of the food truck video, do you see anything truly out of the ordinary that would lead you to believe that the killer was within that crowd? Personally, for me, at this moment in time, I don't see it. That's me. I will be covering this case as and when new stuff comes in, and time permitting. Obviously, I'm in the UK, not in the US, so there is a bit of a shift in time. Sometimes that might benefit, sometimes it might not. But until next time, I'll see you all in the next one.